Greetings, humans. I'm Addict, and I'm George, and welcome back to the Windmill of Courses. Right, okay, so what we're doing today is a double reaction, and by double reaction, I mean... hang on, let me do the math. Like 1.5 reactions? Because for me, I know both songs, and I actually know one of the two videos completely, and you know nothing. Yeah. So you make one reaction, and I make half a reaction. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's weird. Okay, this is Sicksense, and they're awesome. And these are two vocal playthroughs for two songs off of their latest EP, Fools Tomorrow. And I know the second one, but not this one. The video. The songs I know both of them. He doesn't know any of them. It's complicated. Doesn't matter. We're gonna listen to it. Right, so this is Invitation. And the story behind the song is really, really cool. And you can find out what it is if you watch the interview that this guy did with those two. Yes. So are you ready? No.
Okay, take 5. Let's go. If you're 555, then we're 666.
Yo! Yeah! They're so casual for such a high energy song.
This is an invitation to feel your fucking need. This is more than revelation. What will you do to bleed? Step aside, punks ain't a fucking drill. Gotta send me automatic and I shoot for thrills. Don't you dare pray to God, you're gonna beg to me. Get down on your knees and have faith in me. Then I do as I say. Then I do as I will. One wrong move is all it takes to kill.
Go on, test me.
Make my day.
Say hello to Sally.
She ready to spray.
Wanna play with fire, you'll get burned. Wanna make the same mistakes, what will you learn?
This is an invitation
to feel your fucking need.
This is more than revelation.
What will you do to bleed?
What's the price you're willing to pay? Your life's in my hands, better do as I say. I'm the captain of the ship, man, I rock the boat. Been a long time coming, no time to choke.
As I smoke your ass,
when I pull the trigger, look to my left and I see a figure. Try to come up quick, time to be the hero. What's that?
Pow!
I'm in a zero.
You think it's all a game and I'm the one to blame.
I made it clear that I wasn't playing.
You think it's all a game, to me it's all the same.
I made it clear that I wasn't playing. Adrenaline is rushing in a fucking grip. Didn't have to pull the fool, could have pistol whip.
Man, shut the fuck up.
What the hell do you know?
I'm the motherfucker who runs this show.
Is that what you think?
Bitch, that's what I know.
You wanna go right now, see how far will you go?
Easy, easy, car list, how about knock? Take a chill pill, yo, cut me some slack.
Want me to take it easy?
Rat-a-tat-ta.
Slugged in the face like a baseball bat. How far am I willing to go? Don't play around, you don't really wanna know. Got nothing to lose, I'm a dead man walking.
What's that?
Shut your mouth when I'm talking. No remorse as I head out the door. Pat the terror, scorch our dog car.
You think it's all a game and I'm the one to blame.
I made it clear that I wasn't playing.
You think it's all a game, to me it's all the same.
I made it clear that I wasn't playing. This is an invitation
to feel your fucking need.
This is more than revelation.
What will you do to bleed?
I know, right?
Woo. Woo. Super hot fire. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Right, that outro was completely inconsistent with the energy of the song, because first it was murderous and then it was wholesome. Yeah, you put on that sort of sadistic shit show, and then you're like, thanks for watching. Yeah, okay. Like, not buying it. What do you think of the song? Best one I heard from them. But yeah, I thought the same thing on first listens. Yeah. It's even more of a grower. It's nice how they have the vocal alternations. It's not so much he does verse, she does chorus. Maybe they alternate a bit, but it's kind of segmented. It was very much alternative, like alternating vocals all the way through. Yeah. And the song itself, it might be that I could also just see them performing it, that added to this effect, but it's very much in your face, like more than the others. And to make it clear, the others were a brick between the eyes. Okay, so a little bit of insight into the topics about it being in your face. It's literally about someone being in someone else's face. Robbie, the guy in the video, had a near-death experience a couple of years back, and by near-death, I don't mean being subconscious and seeing God, I mean being physically close to death. You told them the story, now they're not gonna have a reason to watch your interview. They already clicked. You don't know that! Okay, maybe they saved it to watch later, and now they'll be like, nah. And that's why it's such a confrontational song. Yeah. That's why it's like tough guy lyrics, like some reviewers said. Yeah. I like the tough guy lyrics, as a very little guy, who will most of the time run and hide. I appreciate to try and learn to rather be a bit more confrontational. At least I'm learning to be more confrontational with a camera, or in other words, I'm actually gonna say what I think about a song when I hear it, instead of, trying to be nice. Yeah. And most of the times that actually turns out well, I think. So, now we're gonna see what would happen in that situation if you weren't Rob the Ripper. In other words, you'd run and hide. Okay, I just also want to pick up and say, the really cool thing about Invitation is that it has really quickly alternating vocals, and they were able to pull that off in one microphone, and it was take 5, so I'm willing to bet at least 1 or 2 of the previous takes were failed because of an awkward head bump or something. One more thing. They had a Shure. Yes, I could tell because its ass looks exactly like the ass of my Shure. But it was upside down. You sure? Sure. Alright, let's go. I mean, yeah, because I actually know this one.
I'm Killer V, and this is
Rob the Ripper.
And we're doing a one take of Run and Hide, and I don't know who thought this was a good idea. This is take number 3. They say third time's a charm, so let's see. I don't know. Hope you guys like it.
I know, I do. I already do. He has a roar. He is a roar.
Of a place where dreams came to life. Feast your eyes as you reach and skill side the dust creeping into your appetite. In a cage full of snakes and dogs, what would you do when push comes to shove?
Who's there? It's the monster inside you, telling you to run and hide.
You gotta stop robbing.
Washing away all its blood.
Who's there? It's the monster inside you, telling you to run and hide.
When everything in your body is telling you to run and hide. It's time to wake up and settle your fears
Let's go.
Another face lost in the crowd, I'm drowning now. Want me to follow along? You better count me out. Jump start, I'm ahead of the curve. Can't keep it up, will you get what you deserve? Scorched by the friction, your narrative is fiction. I'm indispensable, one of a kind. Rallying for everything's a waste of time. Saying what you wanna say, I pay no mind. I'm dead, I run away from myself. My insecurities, they leave me alive. All this noise and silence is the truth. The only thing I fear is giving it to you.
When everybody in your body is telling you to run and hide, it's time to wake up and settle your fears aside. Run and hide. When everybody in your body is telling you to run and hide, it's time to wake up and settle your fears aside. Thank you. Thank you.
Again, adorably inconsistent.
Hope you enjoy Fools tomorrow.
Wait.
I don't even know if that was the best. That was better. I don't know. I feel like maybe the previous.
No, not the previous. This one, because this one made it on mine. Right. Alright, okay, I want to know what you think about this one too. It's the least rappy one. Yes. Obviously. Yes. Which makes it a lot more melodic. Yes. And more of a metal song than a new metal song, I would say. Although it is a new metal song. Yeah. It's a not so new metal song. Very engaging. And very catchy. And it's nice to have this slight change in structure, because if there's one risk with a band like this and with a style like this, you know, new metal, it's that you're gonna get formulaic. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they can do shifts like this that aren't difficult per se and don't force them to reinvent the wheel and magnify their toolkit to 4 times the size in order to keep things interesting is really cool and really effective. Yeah. Probably the coolest performance from Vicky that I've seen in Sicksense. Because, well, high belting, low volume, high singing. That was more on the verses. Yeah. And I think that was going into head voice. Yeah, probably. But it was really nice, regardless. And in the part where he was rapping and then screaming and she was doing those backing. Yeah. Couple of things I want to point out. First thing is they had a Shure. That is similar to the microphone we have. So the Shure is, I'm not exactly sure what the word is, but a one-directional microphone, basically. Mm-hmm. So the more you go to the side, the less it's gonna hear you. Right? Mm-hmm. So Vicky was a bit on the side when doing those. That's probably what gave the more background effect. And he was singing right into it. That's really nice. And whoa, I didn't know that. Yeah. That's why I always try to tilt it up towards us when we record. Because if it stays horizontal, it's gonna get like half the volume. Guys, the only reason we have a Shure is because you and Tank the Tech use it. And because I did my research. Yeah, he did his research. Right. And the last thing about that moment is her chanting that kind of descent over 3 notes that had almost like the Oriental singing vibe, like in chanting. Okay? Like you could hear that as background orchestral. I see where you're coming from. I don't think it's the right way to look at it. I don't think it was intended that way, but it felt like that way, so I'm gonna say it. Okay. Right, this band is just zero bullshit. Yeah. It's some of the realest stuff you'll see out there. They're just like, also, there's one more thing I want to point out. Would you say that these two things were filmed in the same location or in a different location? It looked different. It's the same location. Here's the tell. If you look in the bottom right corner of the screen, you'll see one big, yellow, Angry Bird floof. Angry Bird floofs can be moved. Yeah, but they weren't. How do you know? Because that floof is always there. Because it's also the room where They stream on Twitch.
You can tell now that he's the fan.
Yeah, I'm the fan, but apparently he can figure out more techie stuff about microphones than me. I'm just the fan. I mean, Rob was also a bit of a fan in this one. You know. Alright. Are we done here? I think so, yeah, we've been talking for far too long. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we'd greatly appreciate the likes and shares, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. With bells. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpse out.